Welcome back to Smart Home Tour Part 2, where I'll be showcasing the rest of my smart devices and automations. If you missed the Part 1, be sure to check out the link above for a complete overview. Today, we'll start with the media room, which is packed with tons of impressive features. First up, we have the Samsung LSP9T Triple laser UHD projector with a massive 120-inch CLR screen. The CLR technology ensures that the ceiling light is blocked while only reflecting the light coming from the bottom, which is a UHD projector, providing a true home theater experience. The projector supports 4K and offers stunning picture quality. For audio, I have installed in-wall speakers that are connected to a Denon Receiver with 5.1.4 Dolby Atmos setup. I have also got my PS5 connected to the receiver for gaming, and I use it as a Blu-ray player to watch the physical disc, which greatly enhances both audio and video quality. Yes, I still buy the discs. Since I'm not a big fan of Samsung's UI, I have connected a Google TV media player for streaming purposes. I have hidden all the wires in one of the drawers and even drilled a hole into the cabinet for a sleek, clean look. I have also added the LED for the cabinet, which switches on automatically every day in the evening. I'm also excited to show you a unique project I did for my media room. I have created a digital movie poster screen that displays the latest and most popular movies and TV shows on the screen. If you want to learn how to make your own, I have a complete video tutorial linked above and below in the description. Moving on to the next device, I have a Broadlink RM4 Pro which controls all my IR devices in the media room through my automations. Later in the video, I'll be showcasing how these automations work together. I have also installed IKEA Smart Blinds that automatically close when I activate the movie automation. Speaking of automation, there are two ways to trigger it, either by using the Alexa or using a simple shortcut on my phone. So this automation, when it is triggered, it turns off the lights, fan, closes the blinds, turns off the TV that I'm using for the movie poster, and also turns on the projector, including all the necessary devices that are required to watch the movie. And just like that, I have a scene created with a single voice command. Now the hardest part is to find a good movie. These are the Zooz switches that operate on Z-Wave technology. I have connected over 60 of these switches to Home Assistant using a Z-Wave stick, and they work perfectly. The first switch controls the staircase light, the second one controls the ceiling lights, and the next one ceiling fan, and the last one controls the fan light. All of them are dimmable, and the fan switch also has a speed control feature. Holding the switch will start dimming or increasing the brightness. I have also added one more scene controller here. The main switch that controls the media room ceiling lights. The first small button triggers the movie automation, and the second button turns off everything on the second floor. This is super convenient when no one is upstairs and you want to quickly turn off everything on this floor. Lastly, I have the Ring Chime here, which alerts me when someone rings the front doorbell, making it easy to notice from the upstairs. I have the similar device in the downstairs too. Welcome to my office, one of my favorite rooms in the house. As you can see, there's a lot going on here. Starting with my workshop area, I have set up this desk using an IKEA kitchen countertop on top of Alex drawers and added pegboards from IKEA to help me organize my tools better. I have also added a light on the pegboard to give me better visibility while I am working. I occasionally use my Ender V2 3D printer to create custom drawer organizers and other items for my electronic projects. I'll be doing separate videos on each of the devices I show, so be sure to subscribe to my channel. On the peg wall, I have an Amazon tablet that displays Home Assistant dashboard. I plan to add new dashboard that shows energy usage and important notifications in future videos. Moving on, I have a standing desk and an office chair from Autonomouos. I use two monitors, one of which is a wide monitor for work and other to see myself when I record videos. Speaking of recording videos, I have this light dome connected to a Amaron 100X light, and I use a Sony a7 IV camera to give me a high quality footage. One of the most exciting things about my office is the automation. I use a magic cube to trigger recording mode. When I shake the cube, it turns on key light, sets the ceiling fan light to 50%, switches on the IKEA light in the back, turns off the workshop light, and closes all the blinds. I can also use the same cube to turn off everything in the room just by sliding it. It's like a kill switch for the room. Basically, it feels like living in the future. One of the other automations I have is for meetings. When I enter a meeting, the automation triggers and adjusts the lighting, closes the blinds, and announces on the refrigerator that my meeting has started.
Vijay's meeting just started.
This is all done automatically without the need for me to click any buttons. To achieve this, I have installed the Home Assistant app on my Mac, which tracks the status of the microphone. When I enter a meeting on platforms like Google Meet, Teams, or Zoom, the mic status changes to in use and triggers the automation. It's fantastic and saves me a lot of time when I get into a meeting. And I have a closet attached to this room, so I changed it to a network room. I have a lot going on in here too, including all the security cameras that are connected to a NVR to store the data. The cameras use power over Ethernet, which means they can be placed in areas where there is no power source. Next up is my NAS drive, which has 2 bays with 4 TB drives each. I use this storage to back up all my phone and laptop data as well as my YouTube videos. The NAS automatically backs up all the photos and videos from my phone via Wi-Fi, which helps me free up space on my phone. With all the content I create on TikTok, my phone's 256 GB storage fills up pretty fast. I have a network printer that allows me to print from my phone or laptop when connected to Wi-Fi. Despite its small size, this Raspberry Pi 4 running Home Assistant is the powerful brain of my smart home. It's responsible for controlling all the automations in the house and connects pretty much anything electronic. And this is equipped with a Z-Wave stick and a Zigbee USB stick. I use Z-Wave stick mostly for switches and Zigbee for other devices like blinds and Aqara controllers. As for the network, I have 3 Eero devices that provide excellent coverage throughout the house, and these devices are from Amazon. For areas like the media cabinet in the living room or the media room, I have connected them using Ethernet cables. Every room in the house has Ethernet cables, and I have added an unmanaged switch to extend it to multiple devices. Trust me, using Ethernet cables for media room is the best option as we stream a lot of 4K content on the projector. Overall, these automations and equipment make my office a more efficient and productive space. In my upcoming in-depth video on the office, I will cover the devices in my Alex drawers and how I use them. So don't forget to subscribe. Now let's move to the final part of the video, the garage. I have some really impressive automation set up here. As usual, I have a smart garage door installed and I have multiple ways to open and close it. When I arrive home, the Home Link feature on my car automatically triggers the door to open. The garage door app also has a great feature that allows me to add an iOS shortcut to my phone. So if I go out for a walk and need to open or close the door, I simply say, "Hey Siri, open or close the garage door." One more thing I'd like to mention about this door is that if it remains open for more than 5 minutes, an announcement is made on the refrigerator saying,
"Garage door is open for the past few minutes. Please be a dear and close it or you will have an uninvited guest."
It then asks me if I want to close the garage door. If I say yes, it will immediately close the garage door, but if I say no, it will remind me again in an hour. If I still don't respond, it will remind me in 5 minutes. I also receive a notification on my phone where I can answer yes or no. This automation adds an extra layer of security to my house. I want to show you a really cool automation that I have set up in my garage. It's one of my favorites because it's incredibly useful and saves me a lot of hassle. I have a microcontroller connected to a ultrasonic distance sensor which is integrated with my Home Assistant. This allows me to read the distance between the sensor and the object in front of it, which in this case is my garage cans. With this setup, I can determine if the garage cans are in place or not, and when it's trash day, my system will remind me the day before on my refrigerator at 6 PM, and it will continue to remind me every 15 minutes until I move the garage bins out of the way. But what's even cooler is that if I only move one bin and if it happens to be a recycle day, my system is smart enough to remind me to put the other bin out as well. It's an incredibly efficient automation that I'm really proud of. This also works if I don't put the cans back in their place by end of the day and reminds me to put the trash bins back. I know, it's really smart. There's one more automation that's very similar to this that I want to show you. Another great automation that I have set up here is tracking the salt level in the water softener bin. Using a similar device to the one I mentioned earlier, it notifies me when the salt level is less than 25%, eliminating the need for me to constantly check the bin. If you are interested in setting up the similar automation, I will link the tutorial in the video description below. If you have any suggestions or recommendations on how I can improve my setup, or if you have successfully implemented similar automations in your own home, please let me know in the comments below. And wait, if there is a specific automation that you would like me to cover in more detail, just leave a comment and I'll do my best to make it happen. That's it for the part 2. Stay tuned for more in-depth videos on each of these automations. I have some big plans for this channel, so be sure to subscribe and like this video. Thanks for watching.